Hello, my name is Thomas, and in today's video we're going to try out a new format where I'm going to do a live audit for an app within the App Store. One specialty about this format, I will only have 3 minutes to live audit an app, and in today's episode we have chosen the app Tinder. So let's get right into it. Okay, so first of all, how we're going to start is I'm going to start searching for Tinder. What I can see is that there is an app that is being found for Tinder, the keyword, which is not Tinder, which is in this case C-Date. This means that there is also already some kind of improvement left for Tinder when it comes to the topic brand protection with search ads, something that we're also covering within our ebook. So be sure to download our ebook. Anyways, let's get back to the topic. Let's jump into the audit of Tinder. Within the first preview, I see different screenshots, and also on the first screenshot I see match, chat, date, as well as with the Tinder icon, which has already a very strong brand, so it's quite obvious what this app is about. Also, when we have a look at the subtitle, they're stating it as match, chat and meet new people. What comes into my mind when having a look at this is that I don't see the keyword dating anymore. This means this could either be because Tinder did a lot of research and they figured out that dating isn't bringing them too much downloads or too much valuable users anymore, and this is one of the reasons why they could have decided to not optimize for the keyword anymore, or it could also be because they simply didn't optimize for it because they have forgotten it. When I'm now on the page, what I see is that the header image is quite basic, I would say, only with the red background and the white app icon. I think that this is a really good place where you can already transport some kind of emotions, where you can bring in other people, where you can bring in joy, especially when it's around dating. You can bring in two people that have fun with each other, and so this is a really good possibility to transport emotion. Having a look at their app icon, yeah, I think that's really nailed in the case of Tinder. They have a really strong brand, they're very recognizable, so also the app icon is on point. Going down to the ratings, what I see that they are having a 3.6 rating, which is not the highest, but they're #1 in lifestyle and their app is for 17+. When I come to the What's New section, what we see is Peaksy bugs that have exterminated swipe as you were. It's quite a funny statement, but I think it would be also nice to get more details on what they have improved and why I should care. Now let's jump into the preview. What we can see over here exactly on my smartphone, I see the first screenshot very clear, and I see a little bit of the second screenshot. I get the point from the first screenshot what it is about, but the second screenshot, yeah, I have to scroll to get the message in behind. Then I have to scroll further. I get the screenshot with the different people that I'm chatting with. Could also be more explained with another with another information on what exactly are these people. Jumping next, I'm seeing one of the profiles, which is quite clear to understand what this is about. And last but not least, they're introducing the top picks. Seems to be the people that also like you or that are being promoted or something like that. They're only using 5 screenshots, so this is a lot of space left for improvement, because screenshots are very important to transport the message as well as transport the feelings, and once again, dating is around emotions, so they should also use more screenshots to transport more information. Jumping into the description, what we see over here with 30 billion matches to date, Tinder is the world's most popular app for meeting new people. Would also be great to see how many people are on Tinder, for example. Would be also nice information. Could be also a little bit localized, going down into the countries and saying, hey, there are, I don't know, 7 million people from the United States on Tinder waiting for a match. So it could be also a little bit more directed towards already having a clear, strong call to action. The description itself seems to be very structured, as well as the headlines seem to be very thoughtful, and also the text, what is Tinder Plus, what is Tinder Gold, where they describe their subscription service, is also stated within the description, which is something that Apple asks to do, and if you don't do it, they won't review or let your app go through the review process.
It's more than 3 minutes.
Yes, I can imagine. So let's scroll up again, because this is the most important thing. When people search for an app, they click on the app, they're going to make the decision within the first screenshot that they're seeing of the app if they're going to download it or not. In the case of Tinder, I think that the topic branding is at a different level, so this is helping them a lot. But anyways, if this would not be Tinder, I would highly suggest to also bring in more emotions into this first kind of landing page, meaning also updating the banner on top. As well as being a little bit more creative with the what's new text. So if I would have to give Tinder an ASO rate from 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, I would give it probably a solid 7, maybe a 8. They are doing a good job, but there's also some room left for improvement. If you like our new format, please give us feedback. Also state which app we should review the next, or maybe also which game we should review the next. Also let us know if you want to have more insights into specifics of the App Store detail page. We're really happy to cover them, and see you the next time.